I'm going to break down for you the specific AI tools I am using and that my team is using every single day. I had the opportunity to do a TED Talk style presentation on AI, but one thing that struck me when I was giving this keynote presentation is that when I look into the audience, I was asking people, who is using this tool? Who is using that tool? And I wasn't seeing very many hands raised. So I wanted to share with you the tools that we're using and sort of unpack our AI toolkit. And I just want to caveat that these tools are changing quickly. So don't get married to the tool, get married to the ability to adapt to AI. Let's roll. I'm going to start with the most practical, and that is here's the next tool that I want to talk about, and that is next one I'm going to share with you is one that gave me such delight the first time I built out my first full workflow, and it is called Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of X Factor Marketing Podcast, where we spotlight the people and stories transforming lives through marketing, branding, leadership, and their personal X Factor. Today's episode is a solo pod, and we're going to unpack my personal AI marketing toolkit. I'm going to break down for you the specific AI tools I am using and that my team is using every single day. Not only the tools that we're using, but how we're using them and how we're saving time and leveraging these AI tools in our business and in our marketing. So I'm really excited to share these tools with you. And I was motivated to do this episode because recently I had the opportunity to speak at an industry event called The Gathering. It's hosted by Housing Wire. And I had the opportunity to do a TED Talk style presentation on AI. And of course, AI is the hot topic that, everybody is talking about. But one thing that struck me when I was giving this keynote presentation is that when I looked out on into the audience, I was asking people, who is using this tool? Who is using that tool? And I wasn't seeing very many hands raised. And I was like, wow, I thought everyone was using the tools that my team is using, that we're using here at EXP. And it turns out that people aren't. And after my presentation was over, people were coming up to me and saying, like, can I get your presentation? And even during my talk, phones were up and people were taking pictures of the slides and, asking for the presentation. So I wanted to share with you the tools that we're using and sort of unpack our AI toolkit, hoping that you listening who couldn't be there in the audience would find value in our AI toolkit. So let's roll. Here's our AI toolkit. I'm going to start with the most practical. So I know that, we always like to think about sort of the sexy, marketing things that we're doing, but let's start with the real practical, everyday meat and potatoes part of business that AI can help us with. And that is email. Email is the vein of our existence, right? Like we don't do well with email anymore. Yet we know there is gold in our inboxes. So what if AI could help us manage our inboxes better? Well, it can. And that's the first AI tool that I want to share with you. It's a tool called Fixer.ai. And Fixer is magic for your inbox. Here's how it works. You attach it to your email. and it will take all of your incoming email and it will categorize it into 8 different categories for you. It will then read all of your emails, and it will take anything that needs to be replied to, and the magic of AI will craft the reply for you and draft it for you. And it will put that reply in a draft. So then all you have to do is read that reply, make any little edits that you might want to make to it, and hit send. So every time you go into your inbox, all you need to do is go to those emails that require a reply and action on those first. The AI is going through all of the hundreds of emails that you might get every single day and pulling out the ones that require replies. It's magic. It will even give you a report every week that will tell you how many hours it's saving you every single week. We've been using this tool since about the beginning of the year. It's a tool that Glenn Sanford found for us about Thanksgiving 2024. We started using it shortly after the holiday, started rolling it out to more of our agents to use going into the beginning of 2025, and then continued rolling it out to our agents here at EXP. And I can't tell you the amount of agents who have told me stories about how they got deals that they would have lost because Fixer found an email out of their inbox and they replied to it. Just story after story, business opportunity after business opportunity that would have been lost in an inbox that Fixer saved. So go check out Fixer.ai. It will change the relationship that you have with your inbox and with email. A great use of AI that's very practical in your business that will save you time, give you leverage, and create opportunity. All things that AI is absolutely brilliant at. So that's my first AI tool in the toolbox that our team is using. Here's the next tool that I want to talk about, and that is ChatGPT. Now, I know we're all talking about chat, but the thing is, we're using chat and I think talking about chat at a very surface level. So I want to share with you 2 ways that we're using chat, I think very differently. The first way is to use and create custom chat GPTs. So you can within chat create a custom GPT. So I have a custom GPT for my voice. So if you're creating content, you want that content to sound like you. So when you create a custom GPT, you can do that by loading the ChatGPT with Zooms, with webinars, with YouTube's recordings of you talking, so that when ChatGPT is given a prompt, it returns back the prompt that uses words, uses phrases that are true to you. So it sounds more like you. So that custom GPT then sounds like Wendy. So if I'm prompting, write a social post, now that post sounds authentic to me. So when you create those custom GPTs, you are actually using chat in a much more authentic way than just going to the general chat and prompting something. So think of all the different ways you can create custom GPTs, but start with creating one for your personal voice first. And then you can create custom GPTs for a number of different uses in your business. But don't just stay at the general level of prompting. You want to get into custom GPTs. So if you're wondering, how do I create a custom GPT? Ask chat. How do I create a custom chat GPT? And it will walk you through the steps. And it's super easy, but just ask chat to walk you through those steps and you can create one. So that's the first way to take your chat GPT to the next level. The second way to use ChatGPT much more effectively and to a much more skilled level is to have a bit of a mindset shift with your relationship with ChatGPT. And that is to move from thinking about chat as just a sort of one-way relationship of prompting questions or demands into chat, and thinking of it more as a two-way relationship and having a dialogue or a conversation with the robot, with your chat GPT. And here's what I mean by that. Start to think of your chat GPT as a thought partner that can help you analyze business decisions and can help you analyze thoughts and opportunities in your business. So you're the thought leader and your chat GPT is your thought partner. So let me give you an example. You're trying to make a business decision. Ask ChatGPT to act as your thought partner in thinking through that business decision. Or ask ChatGPT to act as your business coach. Maybe act as Tony Robbins and coach you through a business decision. And then share the details of that and continue to prompt back and forth with questions and decisions. That is taking ChatGPT and the ability to analyze and really sort of thoughtfully use a coaching relationship with chat to a whole other level of ability that AI has now given us. We have the top world experts in the palm of our hands through ChatGPT. The coaching expertise that once was beyond, for most of us, our ability to access, we now have access to. Use that access. Just tell ChatGPT who you want to be coached by, and you've got that coach to help you analyze and think through the opportunities and the challenges that you are facing in your business. So there's two ways to use ChatGPT as a tool, as a very sophisticated tool in your business. And we're using it that way in our team. I'm using it that way in my business daily. So let me shift gears. Here is another AI tool that we're using that is saving us so much time. And that is a tool called Gamma.app. So as marketers, as business entrepreneurs, we create presentations often. And creating presentations used to be a very timely undertaking. Well, Gamma has changed that. Gamma is an AI presentation tool that allows you to type in some prompts, and the magic of AI will create a full presentation for you. It is crazy. It will even follow design and brand kit outlines for you. So go check out Gamma.app. It will change presentations for you forever. And if you're doing a lot of social media, it is doing magic for things like carousels and freebies and PDF downloads and giveaways. So it is, if you're doing a lot of lead generation and kind of top of the funnel downloads, go check it out. It is a really amazing AI tool for presentations, will save you a lot of time. The next one is Lovable.dev. So now we're really getting into vibe coding. And this one is super cool because for most of us in our careers, we spent a great deal of time dependent on IT departments and on developers. And we've probably had a great deal of frustration back and forth with those teams. And now we don't need that. So with tools like Lovable.dev, you can stand up websites, landing pages, apps, all kinds of digital solutions without ever having to write a line of code. So you and I can do it. We don't need to code anymore. With Lovable, we can do it all. It is super cool. It is all natural language. You just go in, you tell it what you want to do, have the conversation with it, and you can stand up all kinds of tools. We have used it here at EXP to stand up entire country websites overnight. Like, people who are not developers are doing this all across our organization. It is a game changer. So go check out Lovable.dev. The next one I'm going to share with you is one that gave me such delight the first time I built out my first full workflow. And it is called N8N.io. So N8N.io. So what N8N does is it will connect a number of different tools together so that you can automate workflows. So again, another tool that will allow you as I'm going to say layperson, as just a normal person who's not a coder, who's not a developer, to do things that once needed a developer or coder to do. So I was able to completely automate taking something from a spreadsheet and automating it into an email to sending it out directly to a database. So a number of different systems and pulling data and sending it out through. So all automated through N8N. So it's incredible the different automations that we've been able to set up in our team, where cross-functionally within our company, teams would have been required from 4 or 5 different areas of marketing, IT, operations. Now we can seamlessly just pull that data together and build workflows. So check out N8N. It is an automation genius that AI has allowed for workflow and for just simplifying things within your business. It is super, super cool. And then the last one that I'm going to share is much more of sort of a personal tool, and it is called operator.chatgpt.com. And Operator is like your own personal assistant. And Operator will do things like book reservations at restaurants for you. It will find travel arrangements for you. It will book dentist appointments and doctor's appointments for you. It will do all of those sort of personal things in your life that you wish you had a personal assistant for, that will save you time. It really does like automate and use AI in your personal life. Now you can use it for business, but like it is a personal tool that like saves me probably an hour a week on all of those things that you just need to do. But like, when do you have time to do them? So getting back that like personal hour is a gift in doing all of those things. And it's operator.chatgpt.com. So that's my personal AI toolkit. And it saves time. It allows you to work on, the real important part of our business, which is the face-to-face things. And that is the beauty of AI. AI is never going to replace the relationships and the people part of what we all do, regardless of what business that we're in. But AI is going to allow us to be more efficient and to bring a different skill set to our business. And when we embrace that and we bring that into our businesses, that's going to allow for huge growth. And I think that is the very exciting moment that we're in right now. So I hope that you're embracing that. And I hope that you're really embracing all of the AI changes that are happening right now. And using these tools that I've just shared with you will help you with that. And I just want to caveat that these tools are changing quickly. So I may have an update for you in 60 days, maybe even 30 days, that I may not be using this toolkit then. There may be different tools because that's how quickly these tools are changing. So don't get married to the tool, get married to the ability to adapt to AI, because it's not about the tool, it's about the adaptability to leverage the opportunity that AI is giving all of us to level up in skill set and learning and just speed. It really is an amazing time in our world, and AI is changing it all. And I'm here for it. I hope you are too. Thanks for tuning in and look forward to talking with you again soon.